as we're dropping into that game, don't forget to swap your stream over to my view.
Yep.
When everybody come track you down.
And then I am going
And
to...
yeah, there's always 3 games, Teddy. This is game number 3. We had our warm up. Going into the final game now.
I'm also going to mute me for you. And then
Yeah.
stop listening to you.
We have got, let's see, 3 Warriors. Warriors making the dominant again. Kovacs repping Ranger. Koala on Ninja. Own sticking with Machinist. And Zenith as our one and only Dragoon for the game. Zenith does have Cosma dropping in on top of him, though. Cosma landing very close by, dropping down, chasing after Zenith. Zenith is definitely going to have to notice him now. A Blizzard comes down in a desperate attempt to slow Cosma down. Zenith fleeing and trying to get as far away as possible. Thunder coming down, following up with the Spear to get Cosma down to about 40% health. Another Blizzard coming down and forcing Cosma to take shelter inside of the bridge. The shotgun comes up, trying to catch Cosma as he steps back out of the building, but he went back in to grab some more loot. Of Thunder, keeping Zenith protected from in case Cosma pushes into that fight once more. He instead decides to push out the other door, rotating around the building. A bio hitting Zenith directly in the face, prompting him to jump up to the air, dive bombing back down, unfortunately just missing. The Sword Strike's not managing to land that last couple of connections. The Blizzard coming down, trying to slow Cosma as that dash picks Zenith off and sends him back to the chat room. Very, very close fight. Almost managing to turn that back around on the crowd favorite. In the meantime, we had No and Koala have a small engagement while we were watching that. And we're going to go ahead and start pacing through everybody's build and see how everybody is looting up for the start of this fight. I definitely like how these initial engagement happened. Of course, Cosma picking a chopper off and following him, seeing where he's going to land, landing nearby, and picking off that early kill as fast as possible. That's the style of a hyper-aggressor through and through, trying to make sure they get as much points on the board as possible. And I'm sure Cosma is eager to kill absolutely everyone and retake the top spot from PH Premium, who has just claimed the title of Koality Candidate Prime with 24 points, I believe. An insane showing, I must admit. We're getting a nice set of loot going around. Koala not able to get any early levels off, falling behind somewhat, but does get something nice out of that accessory chest. Owens, in the meantime, is making sure to grab as much loot as possible and stopping to kill some monsters along the way. You do get a little bit of XP as you open up chests. You get 20 XP per chest that you open. And yes, Zenith, you almost had him. He was only at about 30% health left. That was a very, very close fight. If you had managed to connect with that dive and followed up with the... Oh, it was almost beautiful. That was a very close fight. Good job. We are having a little bit more of a chill time after that early engagement. Cosma, of course, is seeking out people to try and fight, as Cosma does. Oh, stopping to upgrade his equipment shortly, grabbing onto his chocobo and rushing off and away, looking for the next fight. Owens isn't that far away, so depending on what direction he heads, he could find somebody immediately. Kovacs also grabbing their chocobo, and everybody seems to be mobile at the moment. Kovacs hunting down Owens, going direct... Oh, the wrong button. Hunting down Owens, flying up and in, trying to get a... Has managed to track Owens down, hops off the bird, opens fire, and is trying to do as much damage as possible. Owens just barely manages to miss with that fireball, using his chocobo as the perfect set of cover, but a fireball knocks him back and away from him. A return fireball buys him a couple of more seconds to land some more shots down. A Blizzard forces them, damage out. One shot from that Blizzard and a follow-up Thunder to ensure the kill. Kill number 2 for game number 3 for Cosma. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to get every kill, though, as Mr. Koala has managed to find a fight, hiding and retreating away from the Ranger Kovacs. That scan coming down and picking off the hidden ninja down. Koala has already made it up to the roof, though, so it's going to be difficult for Kovacs to chase after him. Koala not taking advantage of that moment of hesitation as his mantle's over, and Kovacs catches it instead. killing Koala in his absolute favorite way possible. Cosmo must be disappointed he's not able to kill the entire lobby as PH did last showing. But it is as it is. Luck is one of those skills that you can try to practice as well. You know, obviously, the more you play the game, the better you're going to be lucky, right? Yeah, a couple of shots in the air. Obviously, don't have any materia you could cast from the air, but you played that as good as you can, and you almost turned that around in Cosmo. You should be proud of yourself how you took that fight. Welcome back, Koala.
Let's go. Monsters?
My water targeted the slug ray instead of Krovax.
Oh no!
So Krovax was able to take shots before I was, and then I had to play the runaway game.
I switched over to your view just as you triggered hide and started climbing up on top of the building.
Yeah, I tried to rotate as best I could, but Krovax had already scanned, so.
Yeah, can't get away from the ranger scan. Oop. Cosma is finding a Tonberry to get a catch up on that level loss. Using the Model S7 for some quick farming. I honestly prefer the Model S7 over the Eclipse Eater. I like the higher clip. I like the faster rate of fire. I like the bigger spread, so you can get at least a little bit of damage off every shot. And it absolutely destroys monsters too. Ooh, I should have been paying closer attention as Iju has rushed in and found Krovax, the ranger, and Inferno being reloaded right in front of that swordsmith, using that chocobo to finish off the timer cooldown for that Punisher. Hopping on Krovax's chocobo, hopping back off with the sword, a swing, and does manage to connect with the crit for the kill.
Cosmo arrives for Krovax on the ranger tonight.
Cosma is attracted by the sound of fighting and comes just a little bit too late to finish off those kills. Punisher is still on for Iju. Cosma lands the first combo and throws down a thunder to keep himself protected. Rushing in and landing the crit on the dunk. Revenge for Krovax, the ranger.
Yeah, so Edu ends up dodging backwards there instead of going for another melee combo after Cosmo whiffs. And it's kind of weird to see. I mean, Edu looks like he just got a little bit scared at the last second there and goes backwards instead of forward. And I think if Edu goes forward, is able to put down another melee combo and finish off Cosma before Cosma can reset and come back with a melee combo of their own.
It's those moments decisions in the middle of a high intense conflict like that that can make or break absolutely everything. And I think you're right. If he had gone in and returned with his own melee, he might have been able to turn that fight on Cosma, who was already overcommitted thanks to the dunk. And he had just used Rush as well. He rushed in past that chocobo to get in on Iju.
Yeah, so Cosma definitely would not have been able to get back away if Edu goes for the dash there instead of rolling backwards. But, I mean, the sorcerer mentality, I think, rolls backwards, throws down a thunder and a fireball instead of going forward with the melee.
Speed things up.
Iju saying that's the power of high ping. I don't know. I was playing on EA last night, and ping just makes it so you have to plan your actions a little bit ahead of time than where you think you might have to. Which is absolutely devastating if you're trying to position Syria very finitely. Still, we have Cosma and newcomer No. The final circle on Game 3 of Koality Fight Night. I'm glad to hear you're happy with that fight, Z. That was a very good fight to start off the match. Zimith almost managed to turn that around on Cosma for the beginning encounter.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and watch that. Sounds like it was a very good fight.
Very good fight. Oh! Cosma retiring early and giving the win to No. That's been the first time I've seen a game end like that.
What happened? I didn't even see what happened.
I think Cosma left the game.
Did Cosma leave or get DC'd?
If he got DC'd, we wouldn't have had the game end. I think he left and gave No the win.
I see. Oh, yeah, immediately left. I think Cosma might have had to go.
Maybe. Or he already knew he wasn't going to be able to get top spot thanks to not killing the entire lobby. Between Krovax catching you and Iju catching Krovax.
All right, so with that, I guess we are at the end of Fight Nights season number 1. I mean, it's been such a crazy week. I mean, not week, a crazy season. I mean, we've
Yeah.
done 9 weeks of this. We did 4 games a week, including warm-up games. So, I mean, what's that? 36 games?
Give or take. Yeah.
So that's a lot of games, and that's not even counting the best of the best series, which caps off tomorrow with the grand finals. As I mentioned, scoring is going to be a little bit different, and it's going to be 5 matches. All matches have to be played because the scores are combined across all 5, and we are playing for the grand championship.
Now, how many tickets entries into the grand raffle does the grand championship give you?
The grand championship is 150, which would put you pretty much on par with the top runners right now.
Definitely something to contend for. If you're looking to get that Razer Kishi for yourself or that trigger controller to elevate your game, definitely aim to come and show up tomorrow.
Yes, and then as I mentioned, we are going to be moving into some off-season content, and what that means is, as I mentioned, there was some, I don't want to say demand, but some want for less sweaty lobbies, so we're going to be having some fun stuff. We'll do things like, melee only or guns only, or all those different, interesting things that we can do. Maybe one week we'll do a chocobo race. Who knows? We're going to do a bunch of different off-season fun every Friday night, probably for about a month. And as I said, each week the winner, as well as some other stuff, or other ways, will be entered into a subscriber-only giveaway at the end of the month. And we're going to do that every month. And then I think I'm going to take about a month of doing off-season content, and then we will get ready for probably what I'm going to call the fall season of KPL content. So I am super excited. Thank you, everybody, for being here so far. Morbido, thank you for being here each and every week. And I am so excited about tomorrow. But before we go ahead and plug your social accounts so people know where to find your most up-to-date content.
Well, of course, you can find me here streaming on Twitch, typically late at night, although my daughter has been allowing me to stream during the day more and more often, so I've been able to get some day streams down. I like to do lots of silly stuff. I like to troll people with drones. I like to do silly challenges. I love to queue up against people in my chat, so if you're looking for someone to queue snipe against, I welcome absolutely everybody to fill out the games for me. And I also post content over on my YouTube. You can find the link in my profile there. And I post gameplay videos over there, fun stuff that happens, showcases and how to deal with bosses, and hopefully soon guides, such as an in-depth visual guide on chocobo breeding and why melee works the way it works.
All right, and with that, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow my various social media accounts to get the most up-to-date content. And as I already said, thank you all for being here. I had such a fun time this entire season. I had a fun time tonight, and I am so excited to see the results tomorrow and then do the raffle either Monday or later on next week.